Alliance Delta has a new travel trailer in their ultralight line that is a very popular floor plan we've seen before. So let's go see what Alliance Delta did with it. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here at Blue Compass RV in Dallas, Texas today, taking a look at this brand new Alliance Delta Ultralight ML226. This is a brand new floor plan from Alliance Delta. You'll be able to see the floor plan layout and specs on the screen. And the way I would classify this is if you are looking for a smaller travel trailer that is half-ton towable, and you want it to have a wide open feel inside with lots of seating space, this is an ideal floor plan for you. Now, as we get into this, there is going to be a link down below in the comments and description of this video where you can find all of the different locations within Blue Compass RV across the United States, as they have over 100 different stores in 33 different states, so you can easily find something close to home for you. On this travel trailer, it's 27 feet long, and then it's going to be 5,720 pounds here, and then fully loaded is going to be 7,450 pounds right there. As we go along the outside, you do have outside water connections, and this brings me to a pretty interesting point too. Let me just let y'all know real quick. If you haven't seen already, I have another YouTube channel called Firmly Unbound. Firmly Unbound, there's also a link down below in the comments and description for that. That is going to be where I post all of my camping trip videos. So you can find all of that on my Firmly Unbound channel. I am in an Alliance Delta travel trailer, and I've already gone on quite a few trips with my travel trailer in just a few months that you will be seeing on that channel there. So go check that out. Plus, there's a lot of other fun stuff there as well. And if you haven't seen it, I have a new segment on my channel as well called RVs Are Junk, which is where I show everything that goes wrong with my travel trailer, everything that I'm learning about RV travel and things of that nature. So check out for that segment as well on this channel here on Myles RVs. But outside water connections, on the last camping trip, I used my water system on my Delta for the first time. I had virtually no problems except for one slight leak that was, I don't know if you'd necessarily classify it as a leak. You'll have to go to the RVs Are Junk video when that comes out and check that out, but you'll see what I'm talking about. But it's been a really great experience so far. Love that you have the manual slide out switches right here. That is actually really useful. Really nice to not have to go step back inside the camper or try to find my phone or anything like that to put the slide in. Battery disconnect switch here. And then it does come with this little tool here to put your manual stabilizers down with a drill, which is really handy, so you don't have to go purchase that tool or try to find it or things like that. You can just keep it stored in that spot. Fully enclosed underbelly down underneath here, and then you have a rack and pinion through frame style slide out. Two 20-pound propane bottles, manual tongue jack, or not manual, sorry, power tongue jack up front. And then you have 3 different spray ports on this travel trailer as well. So you can actually get hot and cold water to your spray ports, and there's one on all 3 sides of the RV. So both 2 sides and then on the back of the RV as well. Aluminum framing on here, and then as we go along this space, you can see your entry door there. Does have Asdel sidewalls on this travel trailer. It's a tandem axle with the standard leaf spring suspension and endurance tires. Has a tankless on-demand water heater, and a ladder already installed to get up onto the roof with a 300-pound accessory rack here along the back. It is prepped to add a backup camera if you want to add that. Let me check the 250 pounds, sorry, on this rack back here. And you can see that spray port here along the back. So as we go inside, there's quite a few things to talk about in these Alliance Delta travel trailers, so I'll try to keep it, relatively brief. Right now we're in a standard view of the floor plan layout here. Queen size bed. As we step in, I love the interior color scheme on the Alliance products in general, but definitely the Delta. Just a little bit more warm, still feels modern, but definitely warm. And then let's open up the view here a little bit so we can see a little bit more. Okay, so a couple things right away that I love about this floor plan. You have the 3 cushion sofa right here. So whether you want to be able to lay out and take a nap, you want to cuddle, you want to have your dog lay up on your lap, anything like that, this is a great seating arrangement to be able to do that versus like having 2 recliners with an armrest divider there. A lot of other travel trailers that do this exact same floor plan will have just 2 sets of recliners right here, or a single set, I guess I should say, of recliners with an armrest in the middle. And this one still does give you the armrest if you want it. So you have that flip down armrest there. This is the exact same sofa I have in my travel trailer, and I love it. It is pull straps for the recliners. All three of these do recline, but they are a little close to the wall here, so they don't fully lay down, although they can. This sofa was just mounted a little too close to the wall as it currently sits to push back all the way. So if you pull it out just a little bit, you will be able to lay these fully out. Pull down blackout shades on the windows, also very nice having that in this travel trailer. And as we turn around this way, again, like I mentioned, this is an open style floor plan layout. I have the Alliance Delta 234 RK, which mine does have the pass-through bathroom going back to the private bedroom. But I will say this, being very similar in size, definitely feels a lot more open. Way more open than my travel trailer does. So I really do like how open this floor plan layout is and how open it allows the space to feel. You have a privacy curtain going across right here. And I know some people are like insistent on wanting a private bedroom, which I'm trying to understand like the exact logic behind why that is. Like I understand in concept why that would make sense necessarily, but this is like a couple style camper. It's not really going to be often where I would see somebody buying a camper like this that is going to bring guests along. I mean, I know I surely wouldn't be bringing guests along with me in a travel trailer like this all too often, just like I don't bring guests along with me all too often in my Alliance Delta now. So I would have absolutely no problem with not having like a private bedroom. That wouldn't really bother me. But that's just, you know, something of, you know, my own take on it and my own considerations in a floor plan like this, but I know everybody will feel a little bit different. So you can let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comments. Through here, you have your storage space. So you have a spot you can hang clothes. This is a removable shelf in there. So you can remove that shelf out of that area. Down underneath here, pull out drawer. I do use this quite a bit in my travel trailer along with the shelf here next to the bed. Great spot for storage for things that you want quick access to while laying in bed. Have storage up there, and then it will have storage up underneath the bed as well. It is a strut assisted system, but these struts are not super strong, so it's actually not holding it up. And I know on my Delta travel trailer, when I put in a more heavy mattress and upgraded this pretty cheap mattress here, the struts were definitely not strong enough to hold that new mattress up. Drawers to open up underneath there for some additional storage. Right when we walked in, we also had some shoe storage right there. Do like that. And I also like your heating vent is down underneath there, so your shoes will also stay warm if you have your furnace running. You do have dimmer switches on your lights here in the living room area. I use that quite a bit on my Delta. You have your manual switches right here for things like your awning, your slide outs, and your water pump. And as we go back this way, no legs underneath the dining table, so very comfortable seating space right there. And you have quick, easy access to storage down underneath here. Now, in a travel trailer like this for a couple, sometimes I don't always feel like the dining table is necessary. I can tell you in my travel trailer, my dining table is literally just storage. I store stuff underneath here. I store stuff on the benches. It's basically turned into a storage spot, and I have literally only sat and ate one meal at that table in the 4 trips that I've taken now. So I almost would prefer just to see a desk or something like that in that space, and that's actually something I might consider doing in my travel trailer. 32-inch screen TV, you have a little bit of storage here on both sides of the TV. And then another thing I did learn too in my travel trailer, you have this little bit of space back here, and it is actually enough space to put like a gaming console. I brought my PlayStation 5, and I don't have like the slim version of the PlayStation 5, and it still fit behind the TV there. So that is something you can do, which is something to consider as well, because there is no like media player on here. So sometimes I like to have my PlayStation just to be able to play DVDs in the camper. One thing that was a little odd to me is with the air conditioning unit here, this is a nice, good, efficient air conditioner. The space has gotten very cool. It's in the 80s today here in Dallas, which is pretty dang hot with humidity. And inside of here, this AC has been running for about an hour. It's very comfortable in the space. But what is strange to me is it is not ducted anywhere into this living area. It is only ducted back into the bathroom right here. So that's strange to me, one, because I feel like it's going to struggle a little bit for allowing you to feel cool in the bed area. I'm not sure though, it's hard to say exactly. It's also strange to me because it is a little bit noisy. If I stand underneath it, I don't know how much you can hear how noisy that is. But when I close this is where the air is flowing through. It is significantly quieter, which is what it would sound like if you just had ducting running through here. But if you want air flowing into this space, you need to leave this open, and it is quite a bit noisier. So I don't think it's so noisy that you have to like scream over it, but it's definitely noisy enough that it's noticeable, and it will make you raise your voice a little bit to speak over the air conditioner. So sorry, I keep putting my fingers in the camera. I broke my camera on a camping trip. I won't say where we went on our camping trip because it was a hidden gem for sure. You'll see it on my Firmly Unbound YouTube channel, and you'll see where I broke my camera. But now I'm filming with my phone, and it's a whole different dynamic than what I'm used to. But so that air conditioner thing was weird to me, especially because in my Delta 234 RK, it is a ducted AC, and it's very similar in size to what this travel trailer is. Nice storage space through there. You have the pull-out drawers, solid wood on those. Soft close cabinet doors. You can see the price here at the Dallas store with Blue Compass RV. And again, there's a link down below in the comments and description where you can find over 100 different locations where you can find your next RV. 12-volt refrigerator and freezer, that has worked great for me in my Delta. Pretty decent amount of countertop space here next to your 3-burner stove. You have the oven down underneath here and the pots and pans drawer, plus more pull-out drawers right there. Outlet back in the corner does have a vent fan to vent out smells while you're cooking. And then a little standard RV size microwave with some storage space there. This is actually like a plexiglass material that is solid black so you don't see through it. Then you can see the soft close hinges on here. Good storage back into that space. That is quite a bit of storage. Another concern I saw when I bought my camper and just was seeing comments online over the years, I have a rear kitchen model, so my kitchen goes completely along the back wall. And a lot of people I have heard say like, oh, you don't want a rear kitchen because stuff just moves around a lot back in this space. I have not found that to be the case at all, honestly. I mean, I'm sure stuff moves around, but I just have my stuff like in pretty, you know, appropriate spots where they're not going to move around too much. And I have not had any issues so far with, you know, my kitchen being on the back wall of my camper. And I've gone on some lengthy trips. I've probably towed my camper about 4,000 to 5,000 miles at this point and haven't had any issues with that so far yet. Nice storage space through there. They are using stapled construction here on your drawers. And then this is a wrapped cabinet material. So it's not a solid wood. It's like a wrapped material here on your cabinets and drawers. Same with your countertop material as well. It's not a solid surface material. It is a wrapped countertop material. So you just want to be careful to make sure where like spots that you have silicone and stuff like that, that if these areas are ever peeling or cracking, that you're on top of it so water doesn't seep down into those areas and potentially soak into the material underneath this wrap there. As long as you do that, you won't have any issues, but those are things you need to be doing and checking up on as an RV owner to be a responsible RV owner. Then we have the bathroom here. I will allow people in the comments to critique what they may want to about the bathroom, because there's usually always a critique about a bathroom layout in this form or floor plan here. And it's honestly a very honest critique. I'll give y'all a second to comment it if you know what it is. But this here is liquefied. This is a black tank treatment for your RV. You can find this in liquid form, in this powder form here, or in tablet forms on Amazon. So you can use that to make sure your black tank drains out fresh and that everything stays smelling fresh. But your bathroom here is right next to the kitchen. Now I understand some people are concerned about that and some people don't like that. For me, I would not consider it much of a deal breaker because I'm just not really particular like that. Plus, I've been on 4 camping trips now in my camper, and I actually have yet to go number 2 in the toilet. We're not level at all, so this is not going to stay shut. But trying to show like you have pretty good, you know, coverage for how this area is sealed off from the kitchen area. So I really don't think it's all that bad. And sometimes, you know, there'll be a lot of instances where you may not actually need to use this restroom as much as you would think. Like I said, pretty much anywhere I've gone camping so far, they've had restrooms there at the campground, and I just use those if I ever have to go number 2, and it's not that big of a deal. This is a plastic foot flush toilet. Got your storage space down underneath here, got your shelving up along this area, and then you again have this ducted area here, light there, tankless on-demand water heater. Have your oversized stainless steel sink. Large medicine cabinet storage and nice storage down underneath here. Plus it does have individual shutoff valves for all your water lines here in this area. Going back into the shower. Shower's back in the corner here. It has the nice retractable shower curtain. And then ceiling height in here is only going to be good for about 6'4" up into the skylight. When I stand up in there, my head does go into the skylight. And then you can see what your layout looks like here. It does have a wide base for this shower. Pretty standard shower head there. But I will say, I was, like when I took a shower at the RV resort that we were at last, the water pressure and everything was pretty good, and the shower was actually pretty enjoyable. This is my first time ever taking a shower in a camper before, even though I've camped most of my life in a camper. I've literally never showered in an RV before, so it was kind of a fun experience, and it was very comfortable actually. But that's pretty much everything on the inside. So let me know what you think down below in the comments of what Alliance Delta did with this floor plan layout here. I think the biggest plus is definitely the large sofa in this area and just the color scheme in general. One thing I tell a lot of people just to make the RV buying process simplified is if you're looking at different RVs that are all, you know, fairly similar, like you could find 5 different brands that'll make this exact same floor plan in their own kind of version of it. Just pick the one that has the best color scheme that you like at the end of the day. A lot of times that might be the determining factor, and I really like the Delta color scheme in here. There are obviously other things that you can dig into if you want to be more researched in your, you know, thought process with getting a camper, but for a lot of people, sometimes it's just a matter of picking whatever one has the best color scheme that favors your taste. Wrapping up, coming along the outside, I think we pretty much talked about everything. One thing I always want to talk about though, because I don't think enough people see this information. From the day that you buy your RV, when you get up on the roof here, or when you purchase your RV, you should get up on the roof, check the seals, check the seams on the roof and things of that nature, because it is our responsibility as RV owners to maintain these areas of the camper. So let me get up here and show you what I mean. So you can see all the seals and seams up here. From the day that you buy your camper, you want to get up here and make sure there's no holes, no cracks, anything like that in the seams anywhere. I would not leave the dealership on the first day without having that first like being checked. Whether you have someone else check it or you check it yourself, which I would check it yourself if you can. That way you can just make sure that, what was I gonna say? Make sure that there's no holes or cracks anywhere, because that is how people end up having roof leaks. And you want to check that at least a couple times a year. That's something that's really important. Super dusty up there because we had a major dust storm come through Texas last week. I mean, it was insane, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago at this point, but insane dust storm. So that's why it looks so dirty up there. And that is pretty much it. So let me know what y'all think down below in the comments, and that's all I got for y'all. Again, if you're looking for your next RV, there's a link down below in the comments and description to help you out. And this one here is a great little half-ton towable trailer that's not too little. I mean, it is a decent size, and I think a lot of people would be really happy with. So let me know what you think. Until next time, live firmly unbound.